What is good, everybody? This is McMahon WBA here, back again with another episode of the WWE Draft Wars Save with Nathan.
Aye aye.
We are here with another Smackdown Live. It is the last one of the year, the last show of the year. We're going to run through it, and then in the next episode, probably talk over the awards and stuff in just a very short episode. And let's get into this one. We are back in the Charleston Civic Centre, which I believe is where you were. And
I've not got a clue, mate.
We kick off with Shane McMahon in R-Truth. And R-Truth knocks on Shane's office door, walks in. He tells Shane he really wants to be on the Survivor Series Smackdown team. And Shane says, "That was 2 months ago, R-Truth. We're getting ready for the Royal Rumble. But I'll tell you what, since you're such a lovely guy and we all value your company, I'll give you a qualification match for the Royal Rumble. That'll be later on tonight. There will be 5 qualification matches for the Royal Rumble over the coming weeks, and then all the losers will have one final chance to make it in. So 6 entries in total from qualification matches, plus another couple of guys that I've sort of already decided are going in. So R-Truth will be in one later on, but we kick off the show with the other one, which will be after this segment here. So a 61C, not too bad to kick us off. A little bit of story, a little bit of R-Truth.
Yeah, and if R-Truth was in that Survivor Series tag match, maybe it wouldn't have went so horribly wrong for you.
It probably would have gone worse. I can't see R-Truth being the one man to stop Rusev.
Yeah, Rusev would kick his little head off.
I mean, if Nakamura had been in the match, maybe, but...
Nah, Rusev would have took him too.
Anyway, we go into that other qualification match, and it is Penta qualifying for the Royal Rumble by defeating Heath Slater in 6 minutes by submission. I'm not sure why it's not saying what submission maneuver he used, because I have set it so that he has a submission finisher, but there you go. Heath Slater with an in-ring performance of 53, Penta with a 59, which isn't too bad. He's already sort of improving, and no work improvements, but Penta qualifies for the Royal Rumble.
R.I.P. Heath Slater's on.
Yeah. Penta then officially the first member. We'll see if R-Truth joins him later or if it's his opponent, who I will tell you now is Samoa Joe.
Good luck to R-Truth. There isn't a chance in hell that he's going to defeat Samoa Joe.
No chance. Anyway, next up, we have a backstage interview with Bayley and Dakota Kai. They're talking to one of the backstage workers. Let's say, is it Charlie Caruso? It's Charlie Caruso. And they are interrupted by the Riot Squad. Hopefully they've got the correct 3 members for once. Ruby Riot, Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan interrupting. And they have a match next. Just sort of continuing the soulless dead feud of the Riot Squad versus Team Huggy Kicky People.
Are they actually called that?
No, but that's what I'm calling them.
That.
That's their unofficial name. That's wrestling Twitter's name for them.
Lovely.
It is now. And we have that match up next, and it is a fairly shit match, as you'd expect. With the Riot Squad beating Bayley and Dakota Kai in just under 10 minutes when Liv Morgan defeats Dakota Kai by pinfall with a handful of tights following a distraction from Ruby Riot. So a lot of shenanigans going on there from the Riot Squad, but they do pick up the win with Liv and Dakota getting a 37 and Bayley and Sarah Logan getting 51s. So actually fairly even in-ring performances, which I thought Bayley would do a little bit better, to be honest. Pleasantly surprised by Sarah Logan getting a 51.
Do you know what I realised during that?
What's that?
Very few of the women in WWE now have one word for their name. Like, they've all got surnames again.
A fair few of them. There's Asuka, I feel, is different.
Yeah, because like
But
the
it's
ones
Bailey, Naomi,
and Natalia and that, and like
yeah.
they've been there for a long time.
And even Natalia has a surname.
Yeah, like it's my dad's dead.
Yeah. Natalia, my dad is dead.
I talked.
Natalia, my dad is dead.
Dead.
And Charlotte sort of yo-yos on whether she has one or not.
Yeah, it's cool. I wish I had a surname.
Everyone out. Oh, Lana.
But again, she's been there for a long time. Like, it's the people that's been there a few years have
she's
one
Lana
name.
Rusev.
Everyone else has two. Lana Siv.
I mean, technically, she's Lana Rusev.
Or maybe her surname's Day, as in Lana Day and Rusev Day.
Well, no, because Rusev is his surname. Because he's Alexander Rusev.
Oh, yeah. She should start getting called Lana Rusev.
Yeah. Mrs. Rusev. Yeah. Anyway.
Do you know who else never had a surname who debuted recently?
Who was that?
Nicholas.
Well, that's because he was a random member of the crowd and he didn't tell them his name. And he definitely wasn't related to my favourite referee, John Cone.
You have a favourite referee?
He's a lad.
He's a ref.
He's a fucking funny ref. Next up, we have a little Miz TV segment with the brooding Aleister Black. And they're talking about his run in NXT, his debut on Smackdown, his rise up the rankings from NXT up to Smackdown. And out comes Elias with his guitar. He's still annoyed about losing to Aleister Black on the Unforgiven pay-per-view. I had to remember what pay-per-view it was then. He's pissed off with Aleister Black, wants another chance at him, and then out comes Daniel Bryan, who still hasn't forgiven... Well, I say still hasn't forgiven The Miz, it only happened last week. Hasn't forgiven The Miz for what happened on last week's SmackDown when The Miz cost him his chance at a World Heavyweight Championship shot.
Those two really hate each other.
Yeah, they just can't agree on anything. And it looks like they're about to brawl as that match gets a 70... Sorry, not match. That angle gets a 76B minus, with The Miz doing very, very well in it. He looked good. He invented a new catchphrase which will boost his ability on the microphone, and generally ran the show. But Shane McMahon quickly comes out and announces it will in fact be a tag match. And it is Elias and The Miz defeating Aleister Black and Daniel Bryan in 16.5 minutes, when Elias beats Aleister Black by pinfall with a roll-up. After, The Miz, he pulls Bryan off the apron as a distraction while Elias and Aleister Black are fighting. He runs off backstage. Bryan gives chase. Black gets distracted by this. He's annoyed at Daniel Bryan for running off. Turns around right into... well, it doesn't turn around. Gets rolled up by Elias for the 1-2-3.
There we go. Elias, only the third person to ever defeat Aleister, or to ever pin Aleister Black in WWE. Yeah.
And a very good rating by Daniel Bryan of a 90. A good rating of a 70 by Aleister Black. Miz of a 78 off his game, unfortunately. Put all of his hard work into the promo beforehand. And Elias, disappointingly, with a 51. No work improvements, but a 76 B minus. Very good for a mid-show match.
Yeah, very, very good. Unless you're Aleister Black, because he just got pinned.
Yeah, but he still looked good doing it. And next up, we have Cassius Ohno come down to the ring with a microphone. He's got Johnny Gargano by his side. And he calls out Cesaro. Cassius Ohno, obviously the new SmackDown Tag Team Champion, taking it off Cesaro last week. Obviously Gargano, Ohno, the tag champions now. And Ohno basically says, Cesaro, we used to be a team back in the independent days in companies that they're not allowed to mention because they'll get told off. And basically he avoided him during the tag match, but he wants his shot at him. Cassius Ohno is calling out Cesaro on the last SmackDown of the year, but Cesaro's not interested. It is in fact answered by Sheamus, And it is actually Sheamus beating Cassius Ohno in just under 11 minutes by pinfall. We're going to ignore that little bit, and we're just going to say that there was a distraction from Cesaro, because that's what I told it to do.
What a dirty, dirty man.
Yeah, so Cesaro coming out was at ringside with Sheamus. Gargano at ringside with Ohno. Cesaro and Gargano start fighting on the outside. Ohno tries to get involved. Cesaro, though, running away. Ohno goes back into the ring, gets hit by the brogue kick from Sheamus, and Sheamus picks up the win over the tag team champion. Ohno with a 64, which isn't too bad. Sheamus with a fairly impressive 82 for him. Ohno improving his performance skills, which is good.
There we go.
And 74 B-.
It looks like we'll be getting the Bar versus Ohno and Gargano in the future. And Johnny Gargano, only the second person to ever pin Aleister Black in WWE. Fun little fact.
That match could be called Bargarno. It's a mouthful.
It is, yeah. Just a bit of fun.
Bargarno. There we go. That's the hashtag.
The Bargarno. The Bargarno?
The Bargarno.
Bargarno.
Because it's Gargano, but the Bargarno.
Bargarno.
Hashtag Bargarno in the chat. In the chat.
Bargarno, wait,
in the comments.
There's one for you.
Yeah. After that match, we go backstage to Shane's office again, and it's Penta knocking on the door. And in fairly broken English, tells Shane McMahon that he wants a challenge before the Rumble. Wants to warm up. Heath Slater, not much of a challenge, beat him fairly easily. He wants a bigger challenge next week.
Ooh, and who will Penta fight?
I don't know.
Next week on SmackDown.
I'll have to ask Shane McMahon. But yeah, so it looks like 2019 could be kicking off with a bang. After that, we have the other Royal Rumble qualifier match, and R-Truth defeats Samoa Joe in just over 7.5 minutes via roll-up, like I told it to be, after a distraction from Jeff Hardy getting his revenge on Samoa Joe. R-Truth with a very impressive 41 in-ring performance. Samoa Joe with a 73. That match gives us a 54 C-. R-Truth qualifies for the Royal Rumble, and he joins Penta as the only two men confirmed for that match at the minute.
There we are, another dirty victory here on Friday night or Tuesday night SmackDown.
Look,
you don't get that as much on Raw, do you?
I mean, you do, but it's the end of the year. Everyone goes mad. Everyone's still hungover from Christmas. It's fine.
But it's New Year's.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, but
it's New Year's.
I mean, technically,
3 hours.
If this game was right, like Christmas would be literally the Monday.
What?
Because if New Year's Day is Monday, week 1 of Jan, then Christmas would be Monday, week 4 of December.
But there's only 28 days.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So it's closer to Christmas than New Year's. It just is. You're wrong. Next up, Becky Lynch interview. She says she's not afraid of Charlotte, no matter how much momentum she has going into a pay-per-view. Becky Lynch is better than Charlotte and will come out ahead. She says next week she's going to issue an open challenge to anyone, any woman, I should clarify, on the SmackDown roster, and she'll kick the head off. And then pull their arm off just for the sake of it.
Why is she going to kick the head off?
Because she's annoyed. Oh. She's mixing things up. She's not boring. She's not John Cena.
I mean, Ronda Rousey did kick Becky Lynch's head off.
I mean, she didn't because her head's still on, but...
Not really. It had to get surgically repaired.
No, she was on literally the next show.
Yeah, it got repaired.
After that, we have a triple threat for the United States Championship as Chad Gable, Kofi Kingston and Shinsuke Nakamura go at it. And it is Kofi Kingston who retains his title, beating Chad Gable with a Trouble in Paradise. Kingston making the first defence of his United States title. Gable, it does say, was the weak link, but 71 is still impressive.
Very much
especially for a younger mid-card guy. Kingston gets an impressive 83. Nakamura drops slightly, but still a very impressive 82. Sadly, no improvements. I was hoping Gable might get some in there with two veterans, but an 80B is a very good rating for a United States triple threat match.
A good match.
Yeah. After that, Nakamura and Gable both upset at each other. Nakamura tries to low blow Gable again, but Gable blocks it, and they brawl before inevitably getting separated by security and led to the back. 65C, again, nothing too impressive, but not bad at all. And then I believe it is time for the main event. And in a match that had great heat and good wrestling, even though they didn't seem to click, Braun Strowman defeats Randy Orton in a 75B- in just over 11 minutes, with of course the running power slam. Orton with an 84, Braun with a 65, which isn't too bad considering they don't click. But Braun improving his technical skills. He's going to be in that technical masterclass match with Daniel Bryan coming up soon. And Braun Strowman will face what's his name? AJ Styles.
There we go.
It's alright, it's only my champ and the most over guy in the company. Actually, no, he was third. But anyway. Yeah, Braun Strowman will face AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. Which he's doing against Lesnar in real life, I believe.
What?
Well, not for the Universal title, but Braun has a title shot at Rumble in real life, I think.
I thought you meant AJ Styles and I got really confused.
No. Braun has it, I think. Well, I mean, AJ Styles also has a title match at the Royal Rumble, but...
Oh, it's neat looking.
Oh,
I love how by obtaining this as the Royal Rumble was probably like last week.
Yeah, by the way, mate, spoilers for tomorrow night SmackDown. AJ Styles wins a Fatal 5-Way.
Oh, isn't he lucky?
They recorded it tonight. Or last night.
Oh,
One
look
of
at
the
you,
two.
you little nerd with your spoilers. Ooh, I'm cool.
I didn't want to know it. I just saw people complaining that Mustafa Ali didn't win.
I mean, he's had like 2 matches.
Yeah, but he's won them both.
Yeah, and AJ's in the middle of a feud with Bryan.
Yeah, it's over. The show finishes with a 74B-, which I honestly thought would be a bit better considering there was a 76, a 76, 74, 80.
I think
and a
rating-wise,
75.
that was a very slow start of the show.
Yeah, but this bit was a bit meh. But Becky should be getting better than 54s, but the mod sucks for women. I should clarify. But an increase of popularity in 18 regions, decrease in 18, so not too bad. We'll have grown in like Japan and Britain and lot, but probably lost a little bit in the US. But considering we've been growing pretty steadily over the last couple of shows, I don't think that's too bad at all.
Exactly.
And I'll have a quick look, see what has happened. Mark Henry thinks Penta's an actual talker, worth giving promo time to, which is interesting. Because I was a little bit felt a bit awkward about doing it. He only has passable English at the minute. I don't know if someone can learn a language just by being there for a long time.
Yes.
So hopefully he will sort of boost up in his English, and we can start giving him some good promo time. And a couple of decisions here. I don't think we're signing anyone. So
We probably are. You've probably signed someone that I've forgotten about.
we've either signed someone like vague that none of us remember, or there's been a drug problem.
Oh
no.
Randy! Oh, he's been on the juice and not the good type of Robinson's juice. Oh, that's a 28-day mandatory suspension due to the WWE wellness policy, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, see, if this was my personal save, I'd just fire him, but he's doing quite well, so we'll just suspend him.
Oh.
Which...
He's happy.
Yeah, which he should actually be back just in time for the Royal Rumble.
Well.
And
He
Kofi
actually will
Kingston
be.
has signed a contract extension. That's handy. Okay, so that is it for this episode. That's it for Randy Orton for a month. We will see you soon for a very short, very quick recap of 2018. We'll see you then.
Yep. Ta-ra.
Toodles.